Hello, and thank you to everyone who's watching. My name is Katia Palacios, and today I will be discussing about coming of age ceremonies. So what is the first thing that pops into your head when you think of the phrase coming of age? Well, for me, I think about big parties, crowns, dresses, and a large guest list. Well, today for my talk, I will be focusing on coming of age ceremonies for females, for young women. And what I learned from my research is that coming of age ceremonies connect to so many different analyses and critical media studies. And today I will talk about media ecology, cultural analysis, and feminist analysis. And as I learned from media ecology, simulacra plays a role into the realities of our environments. The environment distorts our reality and puts it into simulacra. When I had my quinceañera, I was sucked into being the center of attention. I lost time, I lost reality, that this was only temporary. Eventually I woke up and it was over. In the Hunger Games, we learned that when Katniss saw herself on the television screen during the parade at the Capitol, she saw a side of her that she never knew existed. This was her simulacra. And what gets lost in the mirror effect of simulacra is the actual reality and significance. Coming of age ceremonies are meant to signify a religious commitment in some traditions. For example, in quinceañeras, the coming of age tradition begins with a Catholic mass where the girl renews her baptismal vows and solidifies her commitment to her family and faith. In part of culture analysis, social norms tell young women that having these ceremonies are important for your life to move on. And this leads to the belief of conspicuous consumption. We believe that if we buy all these luxuries and materials that we will be happy at the end of the day. But doing a coming of age ceremony that is expensive may not make someone happy. For my quinceañera, I kept it simple. I kept a short guest list, and the whole idea was that I was transitioning into a young woman and that I had my closest friends and families there. And as for feminist analysis, one question mentioned was, why do girls in different cultural contexts need to be represented? Well, in some cultures, it just means that the party signifies a coming of age. It means that an individual cannot be seen as responsible, just like in what Sweet 16s in the US represents. And for other cultures in Malaysia, for example, when you turn 11, for Muslim girls, it means that they can celebrate Khatam al-Quran, a prestigious ritual that demonstrates their growing maturity at their local mosque. So this whole topic begs the question of so what? Before I get into that, I would like to say that I focused on young women for their coming of age ceremony instead of talking about both boys and girls. Well, it's because the media and society tends to focus on more female coming of age than males. It isn't because that males do not have these ceremonies. They do. They have like bar mitzvahs and many more traditions around the world. It's just they're overlooked. And besides this factor, the so what is, why should we pay attention to the significance of coming of age ceremonies? Well, they represent someone's cultures. People tend to look over on the physical aspect instead of what it actually means, the significance behind it. For example, my quinceañera, if you tend to look at it from the outside, it looks like a party and people are having fun, but to me, it means that I'm celebrating my culture, my Hispanic and Latino culture, and I was so lucky enough to do a quinceañera, and I was able to have friends, families, to see that I was coming from a teenager and transitioning into a young woman. So I want to thank everyone for watching my TED Talk. I hope you learn more about coming of age ceremonies, and I hope you just don't see the physical reality of it, that you can take in the religious aspects or the cultural aspects. Thank you.